Hello, hello, hello. So, in my endless venture to stay productive, despite having less time during my days, because I have the whole day job thing going on, I've come up with the main means of creating lots of space traffic. And that's really all it is. It's literally just traffic. Um, it just serves as an obstacle. It's not like there's no calculation being done to determine how much cargo is being dropped off. It's just not happening. Um, this is pure obstacle. This is pure level design. Um, Primarily because this is a combat focused game, so there is no trading. I don't have plans for that right now. Probably ever. Not for this game at least. This one's strictly combat. Uh, so, combat and story. So, we've got this script here that I wrote this morning. Um, I haven't really had a chance to play with this too much, but I did get it working. I did a little bit of work on my lunch break, but not much. Um, so yeah, this is all what I did last night and this morning. The animations was mostly what I did this morning. A lot of this stuff went in last night, and some of this stuff is like stuff I had made already, like the station I've had for. This is just a simple thing I slapped together months ago. Um, but anyways, so landing pad. This is a little container, and it has ships inside of it. So when the scenario starts, a ship from this list is randomly selected. That list is also here. This is actually where the list that gets used. So a ship from this list gets randomly selected and turned on, and an animation from one of these lists is randomly selected and played. These are landing animations, these are takeoff animations, and it comes in, it lands, it stays in the pad for X amount of time, and then it randomly plays a takeoff. So, but you can also have it start on the pad, which means it'll start and then it'll play a takeoff. And then it'll randomly select another ship and randomly play a landing. So the whole thing is completely random. Everything has colliders on it. It has no like thruster animations. I'm not sure how I want to do that because I really don't want to animate all of it, so I'll probably find up some way to hook up the artwork so I don't have to do that. I might be able to get position transform differentials over frame time. So we'll have to see what I can work up. So yeah, this is the code that I'm using. Some of this could probably be consolidated, but this is kind of how I wrote it the first time because I also use it for something else. Eventually I could probably just get all of this stuff distilled down into one single script, but I kind of like having the purpose-built tool because it's much easier to manage. So yeah, this is literally, I could literally, like, to get one of these placed down, just show you how quick this stuff is. This is how, like, the entire project is. Bring this one over here. Right, make sure this arrow is pointed forward. That's the direction, that's the forward direction. And then we're going to turn on a ship, make sure we're placed. I usually use the largest one. Yeah, I'd say that's okay. Now, landing animation. We're going to collide with anything. Nope, we can use that landing animation. Try the next one. We can use that one. Try the next one. Yeah, it looks like we're gonna clip through there. I'm not gonna worry about changing this one. We've got 2 already, so landing 3 is out. Not landing 4. Landing 4 is a go. So, landing 3. You are gone. Check our takeoffs. Take off. That one's good. Takeoff 1 is good. Takeoff 2. Good. Takeoff 3. Takeoff 3 is good. And takeoff 4. Takeoff 4 is good. So all of our takeoffs are good. And this is good. Turn that off. Save. Hit the play button. This whole skybox was actually rendered in another Unity project. So I use Unity to produce artwork for use in Unity. Almost the entire art pipeline is inside of Unity. Save for when I have to model or texture something, in which case I go to Blender and Substance Painter. All of that traffic was one tiny little script. And a handful of animations. And the ability to add more, because not sure if you picked up on it, that entire solution is scalable. So if I wanted to add animation specifically for, say, landing in here, I could totally do that. That is a tool I can use in many, many places. Dude, it's probably exceeding port speed, but I can change that animation later. And it will change in every instance. Each of those objects is an instance, playing its own animation. And all of the geometry is instanced. because it's all UV mapped to the same material. Anything that gets added to that is automatically going to get instanced anytime it's duplicated. Yeah, I made this thing months ago, and it's all part of this giant kit bash thing that I've just been slowly building over time. Save all of your artwork. Seriously. Even if it's not particularly good when you first do it, you can always work on it later. Especially if the geometry is clean enough. Always save all your artwork. It's kit bash you can use later. That's what a tiny little script, a handful of animations can do, with just the right type of structure. But again, this is just for obstacles, right? This isn't gonna get you a cargo vessel that has a specific amount of cargo that's been pulled in from another system. Like, this just isn't that type of game. Maybe one day, I don't know, be open to doing some sort of open world space game eventually. It's got a lot more depth, but that's not what I'm trying to do with this one. I have neither the time nor the interest to focus myself in that direction. And it'll be good to have solid combat mechanics when I do get to that next one. Alright, well, figured I'd show that off. Expect more.